has your first week of September been? For those of you who have kids and they have gone back to school, I just want to say you survived the first week. And I recently saw this one post, actually, my husband sent it to me. It says, I don't want an adult anymore. I don't want a human. I just want to go eat all day and headbutt anyone who annoys me. So I was like, yes, that's me. And so I just want to let you know that, sometimes knowing coaching or understanding all these concepts doesn't mean bad things doesn't happen. It just means that we can shorten the period of time that it takes for us to get over the bad things. And I think even with the coaching, one of the things that for me, I think it allows me to be more of me, because sometimes when I'm actually very angry or upset or whatever, I actually allow that part of myself to come through even more, because it's not because a lot of times when we grow up, sometimes we other people will say, why are you angry? And we think that being angry is not good, or crying is not good, it's too sensitive. But it's not that. Going through all these coaching just means that we're integrating all the parts of me, and we allow ourselves to be more of us. Meaning when I'm angry, I am allowed to be angry about it, because underneath the anger there's something that I'm in pain, that I feel like there's an injustice, and then there's something deeper that I care about. That's why I am angry. Or if there's pain, it's because, you know what, I feel really hurt, or maybe other people really insulted me, and I get to look at what's really underneath that. And in order for that to happen, I have to be more aware of what's going on inside. So if, let's say, this week has been tough for you because the kids are just going back to school, or even if life is just tough, because you know what, being human is just tough, I just want you to know that nothing has gone wrong, and you're allowed to feel all of these emotions. And it was just really funny, because today my son was having like a meltdown, because last night I promised him that this morning I will wake up early to read with him. But what happened was, because in the middle of the night he actually woke us up, and I actually went to stay with him, and I didn't really have a good night's sleep. And so I went back to sleep a little bit more, but we had to get going to his Muay Thai class, and I said I didn't have time to read with him, and he was so upset about it. And then we're like, oh, don't cry, like, don't cry, we're just going to fix it. But the inner child is, I just want this right now. And it just makes me remember that, like, what does my inner child want? Because a lot of times it's like this, what I talked about is like this broken promise. I have promised, someone has promised me something, but it was broken. Or I've promised my son something and it was broken. And I promised my inner child over and over and over again something, but I kept breaking it. And so last night I didn't do a video. Today I said I will do one, but like for this weekend, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, I promised myself that I'm going to have more time to have more fun. So I didn't really do too much of work. I was just allowing myself to enjoy. And it's this permission to enjoy things in life, to feel what we feel, to like be more of who we are. And I think that's really important in terms of what it means to be human. Being human means you get to experience every single thing in life, whether it's good or bad. It's experiencing all of these emotions, and that's part of living, I think. So if you're having a tough time, I want you to know that it is tough, and at the same time you're strong enough to overcome this. And when you get there, you will get there. But in this moment, just feel how you're feeling, and it's okay. And that's all I have for today. Until next time.